Have you ever pondered the relentless march of time, ever felt its cold, unforgiving hands pushing you forward regardless of your readiness? Let's dive into the depths of a concept that is so familiar yet so elusive: time. This constant, invisible force that governs our lives, ticking away second by second, minute by minute. It's something we all share, yet it's also something we can never get back once it's gone. It's a finite resource, a non-renewable commodity. Picture this: time as a vast ocean. We're all sailors navigating its vastness. But here's the catch: there's only so much water in this ocean. It's not infinite. There's a shoreline waiting for each of us, though it remains hidden in the foggy distance. And this, my friends, is where the pressure comes in. Because we're all aware, aren't we? Aware that the sand is constantly slipping through the hourglass, that the hands of the clock never tire. This awareness breeds anxiety. It's like a shadow that follows us, a constant reminder of our mortality, of the transience of our lives. We all feel it, that gnawing sensation at the back of our minds. The tick-tock of the clock echoing in our ears when all is quiet. The silent panic that sets in when we think about the future, about our dreams and aspirations. Are we doing enough? Are we moving fast enough? The truth is, no matter how much we try to outrun it, to keep up with its relentless pace, time always seems to have the upper hand. It's always one step ahead, never slowing down, never waiting for us to catch our breath. So what do we do with this knowledge? How do we navigate this ocean, knowing that the shoreline is inevitable? How do we make peace with this ticking clock that never seems to stop? The answers to these questions aren't easy, but they are necessary. Because the reality is, time waits for no one, and it certainly won't pause for you. Often, we operate under the illusion that we have an abundance of time. Imagine a bank account where every morning 86,400 seconds are deposited. It seems like an enormous amount, right? But here's the catch. You can't carry over what you don't use. Each night the balance resets. This is the nature of time. Every day we're given this finite gift, yet we often squander it thinking we have an endless supply. So why do we do this? Why do we procrastinate, delay and dawdle, even when we're aware of time's relentless ticking? Well, it's a quirk of human psychology. We're wired to prioritize immediate rewards over long-term benefits. This bias toward the present often leads us to underestimate how much time we actually have. We fill our days with trivial tasks, mindless scrolling and idle chatter. We put off important decisions, convincing ourselves that there's always tomorrow. But the harsh truth is, tomorrow is never guaranteed. Each moment that passes is a moment we can never get back. This behavior isn't just harmful on a personal level. It affects our careers, our relationships and our aspirations. When we fall into the trap of believing we have all the time in the world, we risk not achieving our full potential. We risk leaving dreams unfulfilled, words unsaid, and opportunities missed. So how do we break free from this illusion of plenty? It starts with a shift in perspective. Recognizing that time is a finite resource can be a powerful motivator. It can spur us to prioritize, to make decisions, to take action. We need to remember that every tick of the clock is a reminder of time's precious nature. It's a call to live fully, to seize the day, to make every moment count. Because in the grand scheme of things, our time here is but a fleeting moment. But in reality, time is slipping through our fingers moment by moment. In a desperate bid to outrun time, many of us cling to our jobs as a means of security. We hold onto them like a lifeline, allowing ourselves to be swept up in the current of the daily grind. We tell ourselves that this is what we need to do, this is what we need to survive. But my friends, jobs can be a deceptive illusion of safety. They promise us a steady income, a predictable routine, and the comfort of knowing what comes next. But at what cost? How often do we sacrifice our dreams, our passions, our very essence on the altar of this supposed security? Consider this. How many of you have a burning desire, a passion, a dream that you've put on hold? How many of you have said, "I'll get to it when I have more time"? But the harsh reality is, time is not something we can bank on. It slips away, second by second, minute by minute. Jobs, for all their perceived stability, often serve as a distraction, a detour that takes us away from our true path. We get so caught up in the hustle, the meetings, the deadlines, that we forget about our aspirations. We tell ourselves we're working towards something, but often that something is not what we truly want. We become like hamsters on a wheel, running and running, but never really getting anywhere. We're chasing job titles, promotions, pay raises. But what are we really gaining? Are we growing, learning, evolving, or are we just getting older while our dreams gather dust in the corner? Jobs, they can't save us from time. They can't stop the clock from ticking. They can't give us back the moments we've lost, the opportunities we've missed. They can't restore the spark of passion that once lit up our eyes. But remember, your job is not a life raft against the tide of time. It's just a job. It's not your identity. It's not your destiny. It's not the sum total of who you are or who you can be. So ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth trading your time, your dreams, your potential for a job? Think about it. The key to reclaiming your time lies in making a choice. This is the cornerstone of our discussion. The world we live in presents us with a plethora of opportunities, a myriad of paths to tread. But remember, time waits for no one. It's easy to become paralyzed by the sheer number of possibilities. But as we've previously discussed, time is our most precious, non-renewable resource. Our lives are like hourglasses, the sand trickling away second by second. We cannot afford to waste precious grains deliberating over each and every path. We must make a choice and make it fast. Choosing a path is not just about making a decision, it's about committing to it. Once a path is chosen, it demands your focus, your dedication. It's not about dipping your toes, but about diving headfirst. It's about immersing yourself completely, about pursuing it vigorously. Now let's talk about focus. Focus is not about narrowing your vision, but about centering it. It's about channeling all your energy, all your resources towards one goal, one dream. When you focus, you magnify your efforts, you amplify your results. Remember, a magnifying glass can ignite a piece of paper only when it concentrates the sun's rays on one point. And then comes dedication. Dedication is about persistence, about resilience. It's about standing up every time you fall, about moving forward every time you stumble. It's about pushing against the odds, about fighting against the current. Dedication is what turns dreams into reality. Choosing a path, focusing on it, dedicating yourself to it, these are not easy tasks. They require courage, they require conviction. They require you to step out of your comfort zone, to embrace uncertainty. But remember, the clock is ticking, the sand is slipping. Don't be scared to make a choice. Don't be afraid to focus, to dedicate. Because at the end of the day, it's not about finding more time, but making the most of the time you have. Once you have chosen your path, the real battle begins. It's like stepping into an arena where the opponent is not another gladiator, but time itself. Time that is relentless, that never pauses, never stops, and never waits. It's a battle where the only weapon you have is your willpower and determination. The pursuit of your chosen path will be fraught with challenges, with obstacles springing up when you least expect them. They may appear insurmountable, like towering walls blocking your way. But remember, these walls aren't there to keep you out. They're there to give you a chance to show how badly you want something. They're there to stop the people who don't want it as badly as you do. In this pursuit, you will stumble, you will fall, and there will be moments when you'll want to give up, when it all seems too much. But it's in these moments that resilience becomes your greatest ally. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about pushing forward. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize when everything else is trying to blur your vision. Perseverance plays a vital role too. It's not about how fast you can run, but how far you can go. It's about staying the course even when the road gets rough and the journey seems endless. It's about understanding that the path to success is not a sprint, but a marathon. The pursuit of your chosen path is not just about reaching your destination, but also about the journey itself. It's about the lessons you learn, the strength you gain, and the person you become along the way. It's about realizing that the true reward is not at the end of the journey, but the journey itself. The path may be tough, but the rewards are worth every second spent. So buckle up, brace yourself, and remember, in this battle against time, you're not just a contender, you're a warrior. The present moment, now, is the only time that truly belongs to you. Consider this for a second. The past is a memory, a recollection of events that have already happened. The future, on the other hand, is a mystery, a realm of possibilities that are yet to unfold. The only certainty, the only concrete reality we have is the now. It's the only time we can truly own, the only moment we can genuinely live in. The present moment is the epicenter of our existence. It's where life happens. It's where decisions are made, actions are taken, and changes are initiated. It's the launching pad for every journey, the starting line of every race. In this moment, we have the power to shape our lives and steer our destiny. Yet many of us overlook the present. We're either held captive by the past, reliving old memories, or we're anxiously anticipating the future, planning, worrying, daydreaming. By doing this, we're merely spectators in our own lives, watching time slip through our fingers like sand. But what if we embraced the now? What if we focused our energy, our attention, our passion on the present moment? What if we took charge of the now, the only time we can truly control? Living in the now means being fully engaged in whatever you're doing at this moment. It means giving your all to the task at hand, whether it's your work, your relationships, or your personal growth. It's about making every second count, seizing every opportunity, embracing every challenge. The now is the most potent force we have. It's the moment where dreams are born, ideas are conceived, and paths are chosen. It's the moment where we can make a difference, where we can change our lives and the world around us. The now is a gift, a treasure, a privilege. So why waste it? Why let it slip away? The present moment is a canvas, and you're the artist. Paint your masterpiece, create your reality, shape your destiny. Remember, the now is the only time you truly have control over. The present is all you have. Don't let it slip away. We are all running a race against time, but the finish line is not the end, it's the journey that counts. Imagine a sand clock, its grains slipping steadily from one side to the other. Each grain represents a moment of your life, a precious slice of time that, once passed, can never be reclaimed. This is not a resource that can be hoarded or replenished. Time, my friends, is the most finite resource we have. Often, we live under the illusion of plenty. We think we have all the time in the world to chase our dreams, to do the things we love, to make a difference. But the truth is, we don't. Each tick of the clock is a reminder that our time is steadily dwindling, slipping through our fingers like those grains of sand. In the face of such a relentless adversary, one might think that a steady job could offer a semblance of security. However, jobs cannot save us from the march of time. They can provide financial stability, yes, but they cannot stop the clock. Nor can they guarantee fulfillment or happiness. The satisfaction derived from a job well done is fleeting, and often it is not enough. This is why it's crucial to choose a path that resonates with your inner self. A path that aligns with your passions, your values, your dreams. A path that, even in the face of time's relentless march, brings you joy and fulfillment. Because, at the end of the day, it's not about how much time you have, but how you choose to spend it. But choosing a path is just the first step. The real magic happens in the pursuit. It's about rolling up your sleeves and diving in, pursuing your chosen path with all the vigor and enthusiasm you can muster. It's about not just dreaming, but doing, taking action, making things happen, turning the seemingly impossible into the possible. And let's not forget the power of now. The present moment is all we truly have. The past is a memory, the future a mystery. So why not seize the day? Why not make the most of the here and now? After all, the present is where dreams are nurtured, where actions take place, where lives are lived. As we wrap up, remember this. Time waits for no one. It marches on, relentless and unforgiving. But while we're all running this race against time, the finish line is not the end. It's not about reaching some distant goal or achieving some lofty aim. It's about the journey, the experiences, the lessons, the joys, and even the hardships along the way. Remember, you are running out of time, but how you run the race is entirely up to you.